Hello, my mindful yogis. Welcome back to my channel. It's Mike. I'm here with another Throwback Thursday flow. I found this footage on my phone just when I thought I'd found all of these old flows. This is from 2.5 years ago when I went on a trip to Turkey. I did a 10-day cruise on a traditional Turkish gullet, one of these wooden sailboats, and I filmed this Gangplank yoga flow as an Instagram post that I sped up to 1 minute for Instagram, and it is just too beautiful to waste. I've never been more tanned in my entire life, and we'll move through a 24-minute journey into power. I'm doing a voiceover because I didn't talk through this, but just enjoy the scenery and enjoy the movement. Move into child's pose. And take a breath to land yourself in and out. And we will move here. Tabletop, downward facing dog. Lift up onto your toes, bend your knees, step or hop to the top of your mat. Flat back, fold. Extended mountain pose, press and reach up. Fold forward, hug into your legs. Lengthen your spine. Step or shoot back, low plank. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Breathe in, bend your knees, hop or step to the top of your mat. Right away, flat back. Fold forward. Extended mountain, reach up, lengthen your body. Fold. Hug your chest to your thighs. Halfway lift, belly strong. Chaturanga Dandasana. You can add a little push-up there. Upward facing dog, press down. Downward facing dog, empty out. Lift onto your toes, bend your knees, hop or step forward. Flat back on the breath in. Fold on your breath out. One more, extended mountain, a big back bend, reach for it, and then fold, empty out. Halfway lift, lengthen. Shoot back, Chaturanga Dandasana. You can add a little push-up there if you want. Upward facing dog, press down. Downward facing dog, empty out. On your toes, bend your knees, hop or step forward. Flat back. Fold. Chair pose, sink down and fold. Lengthen your spine. Chaturanga Dandasana. Moving with your breath here. Upward facing dog lifts. Downward facing dog. Right foot into warrior one. Press your feet. Reach. Lengthen the upper body. Go for it. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow. Float your toes if that's there for you. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Take the left side. Warrior one. Ground your feet. Reach up. Reach back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Left toes can hover as you go. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Right away here, lift up onto your toes. Bend your knees. Hop or step between your hands. Flat back. Fold forward. Utkatasana, chair pose. Uttanasana, fold forward over your legs. Halfway lift, shoulders draw back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog, press down. Downward facing dog, empty out. Right side warrior one. Press into your feet, go for a big back bend. Reaching and then flow it out. Right toes can hover. Upward facing, fill. Downward facing, empty out. Left foot forward, warrior one. Press and reach up and back. Chaturanga Dandasana, your left toes hover on the way. Up dog, lift up. Downward facing dog, empty out. Breath in. Breath out. Lift. Bend. Hop. Flat back. Fold forward. Chair pose, sit nice and deep. Fold, hug in. Halfway lift, lengthen. Chaturanga Dandasana, shoot back. Pulse at the bottom there. Upward facing dog, press the floor away. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Keep filling with breath. Reach up. Open to warrior two. Flip and reverse. Peaceful warrior. Chaturanga Dandasana. Vinyasa here. Move. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Other side. Warrior one. Reach for it. Open to warrior two. Flip and reverse. Lengthen back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow. Toes can hover. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Lift your right foot up. Three-legged dog. Feel that out. Explore like your toes, your ankle. Do the other side. Three-legged dog. There was no room to flip here. Doing yoga on a boat is a whole nother experience of balance, that's for sure. Wiggle out your toes and ankle. Step down. And you'll come to side plank. Take your left arm up. And access any variation here. Press down into your right hand. Gaze up to your top fingers. Take a big breath in. High plank to low. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Come forward to high plank. Side plank with your right arm up to the sky. Spread your left fingers. Press down into the earth, into the mat, into the gangplank, and then lift your hips higher. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow it out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward into crescent lunge. Reach up and twist. Press palms together and deepen the twist. You can open your arms, whatever you need to balance yourself here. Find opening across the front of the body. Breathe in. Open to warrior two. Inhale. Go deeper. Extended side angle. Left arm up, look up. Hand to your low back. If you want to bind, go for it. Press and twist. Inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana. Lower down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot forward. Crescent lunge. Reach up and twist. Breathe. Deepen your twist right here. Take one more breath in. Open to warrior two. Inhale. Lunge a little deeper. And come down to extended side angle. Right fingertips reach up. You can take a bind here, bringing that right hand onto your low back, or just keep reaching your fingers to the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more big inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Onto your toes, bend your knees, hop or step to the top of your mat, flat back, fold forward. Chair. Twist to the right. Immediately bring the shoulders together on your back, gaze up, twist as deep as you can. Center. Twist to the left with your breath. Lengthen the spine. Stay in, deepen your twist. Center Utkatasana and fold forward. Crow. Go for it. Yeah, crow on a boat was definitely a new experience for me. Press into your hands. Lift your tailbone. Lift your core muscles. Take a breath in. And shoot back, low plank. Upward facing dog. Lift your thighs up. Downward facing dog. Up onto your toes, bend your knees, hop or step forward. Flat back. Fold. Sweep all the way up. Extended mountain into tree pose. Set yourself up. Find your standing foot, ground it. Hug in and express to your fullest pose. Big breath in. And release. Switch sides. Tree on the left. Press down. Pull everything into center for stability and express out into your tree, your fullest possible expression with breath in and out. One more big expansive breath. Reach for it and release. Sweep up. Fold forward. Hug into your legs. Halfway lift. Shoot back. Low plank. Upward facing dog on the breath in. Downward facing dog on your breath out. Step your right foot forward into triangle pose. Right into it here. Spread fingers, spread across your chest, reaching, opening up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull up to stand. Pyramid pose, step the back foot in and fold over your right leg. Breathe in. And fold. And you'll move into twisted triangle. Left fingers to your right foot. Reach the right hand up. Deepen the twist of your upper body. Full inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, triangle pose. Ground your feet. Come into your triangle on this side. Press down, reach up. Twist open. Big breath in. Hands down, step in for pyramid. Fold over your front leg. Full inhale, full exhale, move into your twist. Left arm up, pull the crown of your head forward, lengthen, twist deeper, full breath right here. Chaturanga Dandasana, go with the flow. Inhale, exhale. Forward to a high plank and lower all the way down. Right away, locust pose. Come up. Lift chest, arms, legs, really tucking the chin to lengthen your neck. Interlace your hands, push the knuckles back, bound locust. Take the pose a little bit higher. Bend your knees, grab your ankles, floor bow, and really kick back to create the lift through your chest. Breathe in right here. Breathe out. Breath in, and come down. Right away, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Come down onto your knees, move into a camel. Hands at your low back, lift the chest. Maybe Kapotasana if you're feeling flexy, go back, yogi. Lift up through your hips, your chest, and come all the way back up. Make your way onto your back and get set up for bridge pose. Whatever you need to do to land here, set it up, and then move into the pose. Hips lift, triceps ground down, big breath in, big breath out. Take your hips a little bit higher, pressing, and then release. Knees from side to side. And set up for wheel. Ground your hands, lift your body up into your biggest back bend. Breathe in. Breathe out. Go as high as you can, lifting up through your hips. You can try to take a foot to the sky, see what's possible, challenge your balance, challenge yourself. This is the peak of the practice, right in this moment. Where can you go? Take a full inhale. And then you can add in some wheel push-ups, tapping your head down on the ground, pressing through your knuckles. Keep going, keep breathing, press and lift to your fullest. Wheel pose right here. And then let yourself come all the way down. Supta Baddha Konasana. One hand on your belly, one on your heart. Knees open up wide. Just breathe. And just a little bit of core here before we move on to hips. Press your feet up to the sky. Breathe in. Lower down about halfway. Squeezing your leg muscles. Take an inhale. Lower down near the ground, and then on your breath in, lift back up. Exhale. Breathe in. Down halfway. In. Just off the mat. Lift up. Empty. Breathe in. Down halfway. Fill up. Lower all the way down. Lift up. Hands behind your head. Scissor legs for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift your shoulders, squeezing. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bend your knees, bicycle twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And let it go. Hug your knees in. Make some little circles. Let's release your low back. Just take your time. Bring yourself into a seated forward fold. However you get there, extend your legs out in front of you. And fold over your legs. Pull in. Stretch out your spine. Still breathing. You'll make your way here through a flow and then landing in half pigeon on your right side. And settle in. Land your body. Settle your breath. If you want to move into king pigeon, this is an option here. Reaching back for the left leg. Any variation, if it's a bit wobbly, that's okay. Find your body in the pose. And then you'll switch sides. Half pigeon on the left. Settle in for a few breaths. Option to stay or to move into king pigeon. Bending the right knee, reaching back for your ankle. Any expression of the pose. Peek it. Access whatever your body's offering right here. Breathe in. And breathe out. Let the pose go. And then move into another quick forward fold. Legs in front of you. Pull your chest down towards your thighs. Seated single leg extension. Right foot to your inner left thigh. Fold. Switch sides. Just moving through a quick opening there on each side. Still breathing. And come up to sit. And you'll move into fish pose. Fingertips underneath the tops of your bum cheeks. Let your head fall back. Any variation, this is the full expression of fish, whatever you want to go for. Feel that lift through your chest. Engage through your core. Pause, breathe. Set yourself up for a reverse table or reverse plank. Press your hands down, lift your hips. Ground through your toes towards the earth, towards the gangplank. Lift your hips higher, and then come all the way down. Set yourself up for classical headstand here. If you don't practice headstand, you can go right into shoulder stand. I'm going to do a shoulder stand after this. But just if you can go upside down, go for it. I remember this headstand very well. This was definitely a challenge to my core to stay balanced while I was on the gangplank of a boat that was in the water. Building stability. Engage through Uddiyana Bandha. If you're in the headstand, pressing up through your feet. Still breathing. Long inhale. And exhale. Come down. And you'll move into shoulder stand. Lift your hips up. Hands supporting your low back.
Has it passed, Claire?
You press down through the back of your skull. So nice if you've been in a headstand. You can move to plow pose. Knees to ears. Slowly roll out. Bend your knees, drop them to one side for supine twist. Ground into your shoulders. Breathe. Come back through center. Drop your knees to the opposite side, stretching out your side body, your low back. Come back to center. Give your knees one final squeeze right here. Hug in nice and tight. And release. Two final Shavasana. Close your eyes. And just let yourself be still right here. Taking rest. Big, long, full body stretch. Roll onto one side. Just rest in fetal position for a moment. Just take your time. Bring yourself up to a seated position. Hands together at the center of your chest with your eyes closed. Take a couple breaths. And we'll finish up this practice together with 3 ohms. A big breath in. Thumbs to your forehead center. Together we bow and say namaste. Thank you for flowing with me. Hopefully you enjoyed that. This is definitely one of the most memorable yoga practices I've ever done. I hope that you had a nice flow. Go to Turkey if you ever get the chance. It was a beautiful place. Have an awesome rest of your day.